Okay, we're back with Whiskers. We had a little break for spring break, but we're back.
Woo! Welcome back, Whiskers.
Do another woo.
Woo!
That's one of our trademarks.
Yeah, we always do that.
Okay, so Rich is here. Brooke, you guys know us well, hopefully, if you're new.
Hey, guys.
Brooke Miller, player. Co-house.
Gigi, player.
Gigi was here.
Right. Brooke is a sophomore. What's your major?
I'm sophomore. I hope you guys, if you're new, I major in journalism, coast here on Whiskers. I hope you guys are coming back for this episode, but if you're new, hello, welcome.
My name's Gigi. I'm a junior. I'm studying communications with a minor in business and entrepreneurship, and I'm from San Diego.
And we're going to talk about this more.
I'm Nicole. I am going to be a fifth year now.
Yes.
I just graduated and I've started my master's program in sports administration.
And I'm Danika. I just finished my 5th season here, and I'm wrapping up my master's in sports administration too.
Got a lot of sporty people.
Yep.
Well, we got this special group of people together because they're fun, but also because we want to talk a little bit about connections. And I think one of the things for me being new to Northwestern is just the amazing amount of experiences and connections they offer for your future. So, Dani, one thing we wanted to talk about was the NU for Life program, which is for the athletes at Northwestern. And Dani's been working and is currently working for Northwestern. She's on the clock right now, so she's got to talk about it a little bit.
I got 2 people on the clock right now, Nicole and Dani, but it's fine.
But let's maybe give a quick background of what NU for Life is about.
Yeah, so NU for Life was started by a former student athlete. He just endowed the program, gave a bunch of money for student athlete professional development. So basically,
Give a shout out to him.
David Caviller.
Ever heard of him?
He's awesome, and he loves Northwestern student athletes. But basically, we focus on professional development, and we have a curriculum that student athletes go through each year as a little touch point to kind of move them along in their professional journey. And hopefully, the goal is by the time they graduate, they know what they want to do, and they kind of have a path on where they're going to go. We love having student athletes end with full-time positions, so that's always the goal of this program.
And what do we want to do as in you? Do we know?
Me?
Yes.
Sports
admin.
Yep, sports admin. So I actually just got a job with the Haslam Sports Group. So I'll be working in administration for the Cleveland Browns and Columbus Crew.
Hence
show the camera your hoodie.
You got the hoodie.
I got it yesterday.
Cleveland Browns.
Starting in July.
It's draft
Awesome
day.
opportunity. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So we have people in this group here that have worked with NU for Life and actually got some great awards and some good, exciting opportunities, both past and future. Right? So we're going to talk about that.
Well, recently there's this thing called the IMAP Award, and I applied for it. And
it's for who's eligible for that?
sophomore student athletes. So, everybody can apply. And then I don't know how many people are from sports.
How many people get it?
Usually 5 to 6.
Okay, 5 to 6 people. And you get to go on this immersion mentor
Actualization
program where you basically don't necessarily know what you want to do, but you have an idea of what you want to do, so they kind of help you figure it out. So I am into the media, as you guys know. Shout out Whiskers. And I wanted to go to New York and just, the hub of all the media where it's all happening. And I wanted to see how many opportunities I could get in different fields, because I don't know if I want to do news reporting or broadcast or podcasting as my professional job. So they really help you out, and they're giving me a week experience to go and figure that out. So I'm really grateful for
So you're just
that.
going to go to New York and watch shows, or what are you doing? I'm
going to meet Jimmy Fallon. No, I don't know. I'm going to try to. I hope that's where I'm going, but I'm going to I'm going to jump around, and I have to plan it still, because it's probably going to happen in a year-ish.
Are you going to do it this summer?
Timeline, no.
Too early.
Too early. Probably.
So it's still in the planning.
It's still in the planning phases. We're trying to figure it out, but
Great. That's exciting.
yeah, New York is great.
And you get a little funds to help do it, and some resources to help plan it.
Funds, resources, and a mentor. So I'm really excited. Hopefully, it gives me a lot of connections.
We love it. So when you came to Northwestern, were you thinking in broadcast or media, those kind of things?
Yeah, I was definitely thinking. Well, actually, when I first came to Northwestern, I was thinking no science, no math. no history.
So everything is not
So everything I didn't want to do. And I was like, oh, like the journalism program sounds cool. And my dad was like, oh my gosh, Medill's so good. So then I decided to go there. And then I was like, okay. Then I took a couple classes in writing for journalism. And I was like, oh, that's not what I want to do either. So I think media is definitely where I want to go with it. But yeah, I heard about NE for Life and I applied for it. And I think me and Nicole are in. She's exec. I'm just a member. But, you know, it's great for a lot of opportunities. And that's where I first found out about IMAP too. So there's just like so many places where you can get that starting spot that leads you into something else. And it's all about like networking into connections and more connections. Lots of opportunities.
That's great. And we're gonna keep updated on your IMAP and the plan and those guys. And shout out to Dad. That was a good imitation of your dad's voice.
Oh, Dad.
Might have to bring that segment back. Well, Gigi, one of the awards Dani talked about was the Kabiller Award and that's for juniors.
Mm-hmm. And Gigi won.
Gigi got one. Go through the application, proposal, and interview process, and you got it. Yes. And I know you have a very specific idea of what you're doing.
Yes, I do. Well, my long-term goal is to start a snack business with my sisters, specifically in the clean ingredient industry. But I signed up for the Kabiller because I really want to know a lot more about how companies like that start and how they build a good foundation to sustain a business like that. And so my Kabiller proposal was to go to this snack brand called Perfect Bar in San Diego.
Shout out Perfect Bar.
Shout out Perfect Bar.
You need to talk to Gigi right away. NIL, please.
But I also, the main reason I wanted to go there is because it's a kind of nostalgic snack that me and my sisters grew up eating. It's very clean. And also they're family owned, so they know how to run a family business and they're also very successful. So there's a lot of aspects that kind of made me interested in going there. And so hopefully I will be able to go there this summer and kind of shadow marketing to production to just like having a talk with the CEO and see how they run the business and how they created it and how they have gone through all these different ups and downs, obstacles that have allowed them to sustain such a successful business in that industry.
And the plan is to do that this summer?
Yes.
When you go back home?
Yes, when I go back home. So
we'll have a follow-up episode, the Gigi Perfect Bar follow-up.
Yep.
So hopefully it's Perfect Bar. Right now we're in the planning stages, so we have some communication with them, but we always need some backup plans. So there's other snack brands that I'm really interested in learning more about too. So I have kind of an open mind when it comes to whatever businesses I can kind of learn more about.
Anybody that has a snack, a bar, any kind of brand, and you want to work with somebody great, right here.
She's going to go in there and she's going to come out with the biggest NIL deal of the century. It's going to be great.
That's the plan.
And knowledge.
And wisdom.
And Dani, so the Kabiller is for juniors?
Yes.
And how many people get it? How many athletes?
5 to 6 athletes.
And then there's a big application process, and
yep.
You got to have a good proposal. And
have a good proposal, a good interview, and then, like Gigi said, you win a $5,000 grant to kind of go on this professional experience of your choosing. So.
And we have 2 more Kabiller Awards, which is the
that just already won.
I thought this was the connections episode. I think it's the award winners episode.
Oh, come on.
Done it all.
We should have done a formal Emmys or Academy Awards.
Yeah. We should. But so Nicole and Dani have already been on there. So give a little bit about your experience and what you've learned. Because wisdom is the most important.
I went on my trip kind of around this time last year. So in the Kabiller Award process, you give a pitch. So my pitch was to do something around women in sports. I know that I want to work in sports, but being a female athlete, I also wanted to tailor it to just women. So my goal was to go to Angel City FC, which is an NWSL team run and founded by women. And then I wanted to see just women's sports. So those are the 2 that I wanted to see initially. And as you said in the process, it doesn't always go as you have planned it. So I ended up going to Angel City FC. So that was that was my number 1. I was really glad I got to go there. And then through connections at Northwestern, I also ended up going to the LA Clippers and met with a woman that played basketball here. She works in HR at the LA Clippers. So I spent a day there and I spent a week at Angel City FC and learned all about women in business. And it was really fun.
What would be a top 1 or 2 takeaways from
takeaways. Know how to tell a story. Storytelling is such a big thing in just sports and kind of business in general. And also women's sports is growing immensely. So make sure to be watching women's sports because it's going to be huge. Those are my 2 takeaways.
And when you came to Northwestern many, many years ago.
She's old. Wow.
What was
You know how that makes me feel?
we like to poke fun at whiskers, don't we?
Obviously.
Was that kind of your original plan, or did it kind of change as you went along?
I really didn't know what I wanted to do coming in. I was a psychology major for like a year. And I really didn't know what I wanted to do. But then my dad works in business, and I love sports, obviously. So I've kind of tailored it around that. But I'm more interested in the sports marketing side of things. And
so as of today, the plan would be you want to get involved in sports, but also maybe women's sports or...
Yeah, I'm not sure I want to work for a like sports organization, but more sports related. So like a Nike or a Gatorade, like not a team, but something that is still related to sports.
Okay, Nike and Gatorade, you know your mission now. Nicole, Doucette. Time arriving next January.
Sure.
Next summer.
I'll be done then, yeah.
2025, right there.
She'll be ready.
Okay, Danika.
Yes.
What's your Cabela Award story?
So undergrad, I majored in economics, and then I minored in legal studies and political science. So I guess this was like the point in my career path where I didn't know if I wanted to go into policy administration, like more government, nonprofit work, or sports. So that was kind of my divide. So my whole trip was planned around political exploration. So I went to London for a week, and I went to a convention called My Life, My Say, which I just learned more about the different political issues that were happening and over there in London. There was a lot of great discussions between me and other people in attendance there, but I just was able to learn to really great professionals. One of their previous prime ministers was at the event, Tony Blair, so I got to listen to him speak as well. So that was just super eye-opening as I was there. And then I got to go to the London School of Economics and Political Science and also sit in on a couple lectures during that time too and just meet and network with a bunch of people over there. So that was basically my overview of the trip. And I guess for me, I came back and I realized that like I want to be a part of sports, and that's something that I've always loved and always want to have in my life. So to me, it kind of was the opposite. It made me realize that, like, yes, I had a great trip and it was awesome, but it wasn't necessarily the field that I wanted to be in specifically. So that's when I made my pivot to sports. And that's why I'm pursuing my master's in sports administration now.
And the Cleveland Browns and the Columbus Crew are the benefits of that.
Yes,
Haslam
they are.
Haslam Group, smart decision. And so when you started, you were thinking more law, politics, administration, government.
Yeah,
and it's
definitely
changed into more
just tailored more to sports. I think a lot of what I wanted to do, I realized I could still do policy administration work, but like in a field that I love, which is sports. So right now, my new position, I'll probably be in legal for about 6 months or so. So I get to incorporate like all of my undergrad experience being in legal, learning about those kind of things and apply it directly to sports, which is something that I'm looking forward to doing in the future.
So you guys went on all these great trips and met a lot of great people. What would you say that your most memorable experience in making a connection is, or like most memorable connection? So like what was your favorite like networking experience, networking catch?
It doesn't have to be associated with your award either.
Or your current job.
Okay. I think for me, over sophomore summer, and You for Life had a program over the summer. It was like a 4-week program or something. You met every Tuesday and you kind of got to learn what your path was, what you valued. And there was like guest speakers every week. And one of the guest speakers was Greg Glatterman. And he is an entrepreneur, and he started his own record label. And he also was very interested in the snack industry and started his own like clean ingredient pretzel brand. And that kind of piqued my interest because I got to voice what my passion is and what my goal and I aspire to be in like 10 years. And I told him about my aspirations, and he was like, I have a lot of connections there. And so with that in mind, kind of fast forward to winter, I was like kind of reaching out and networking to see if there's any internships available. And I reached out to him because I was like, oh my gosh, it'd be really cool if I could work for him in his startup. But he then transferred me to a woman called Trish Thomas, and she is the CEO and founder of Everybody Eat, which was the internship I got this past summer. And so I think it was really important to like meet him because he had a lot of connections, specifically in the field I was interested in. He allowed me to get an internship and connect with someone that had an internship this past summer. So it was really cool.
Latterman.
Mm-hmm.
First name again?
Greg.
Greg Latterman.
Shout out,
Thank you.
Greg.
Yes.
We love shout
That's
outs on
great.
this podcast. All right, go ahead, Nicole.
I'm going to give 3. So I'm going to start with Ahmad Boyd and Kate Smith, because since my time here at Northwestern, those 2 people have been genuinely the most helpful people I've ever had in my entire life with networking, jobs, careers, literally anything. I feel like I can talk to them about anything and everything, and I go to their office too much. So I'm going to shout out them because they helped me get my internship freshman or sophomore year. And then Kate has also helped me get so many connections with Gatorade, like I've mentioned, that I would love to work there. So shout out them because Kate helped me get in contact with this man, Matt Waits. I'm now working for him. I'm doing an internship with Paragon, who also is working with Gatorade. So I am on the Gatorade team. So kind of have accomplished my goal. But I would say shout out to Kate for getting me that contact because I've been in contact with Matt for over a year now. And now I have an internship from it. So,
And just so you guys know, they work here. I think she said that, but like they literally work for Northwestern. So
you see them every day.
don't be worried if you
They're
go here.
one floor below us. In fact, we might just take the phone
They're
down.
open to everyone.
They are also my
Ambush them.
bosses. They are awesome.
Dani's working right now. She's working. She's not running around.
Kate,
They're looking
Ahmad,
at
if
your
you
desk.
see
right
this,
now.
this is what Dani's doing in her working hours.
It's very important work.
Don't take it personal. Okay, Dani, your turn. Now that you've exposed yourself to Kate and Ahmad.
I guess I was a CBS Sports ambassador in collaboration with the Big Ten a few years ago, which is an awesome program where they pick one student athlete from each of the Big Ten schools, bring them down for the men's tournament. And then you get to work the tournament and be a part of it the whole weekend. And when I was there, I met Nandini Masay, and she was actually a former student athlete here. She played softball here. She comes back all the time for events, but she's an exec at CBS Sports. And I guess for me, just seeing a woman who has the same background as me, being from a diverse background and diverse home, seeing a woman like that in a powerful position and being authentically herself, that was really huge for me in my career path. So I enjoy seeing her. I love seeing her around. She always comes back. We're definitely staying connected. But for me, that experience, meeting her, hearing her story was really impactful in my trajectory into sports as well.
That's amazing. Those are some amazing connections, Brooke. Have you met somebody yet? Or are you waiting to meet Jimmy Fallon this summer?
Well, obviously, waiting to meet Jimmy Fallon. I will show him this when I go there.
Jimmy, please come see Brooke.
Please come see me. I would say I haven't really done a lot of networking besides this year. So I think obviously shout out Kate and Ahmad because they've really helped me enter the IMAP. They're just like awesome people in general. I think Marcus too, as he's part of the NE for Life Club and he's an awesome person as well to work with. Also works for Northwestern.
So many amazing people here.
So many amazing people. Yeah. And I just think maybe not a specific person, but just the networking events. Like the Northwestern it's mandatory for like sophomores, freshmen, like they hold them for all the athletes. And I think just those events in general are just like great opportunities to either learn from people that you're interested in, whether or not you form a connection with them, or just kind of like learn from their experiences and then like start to learn how to network. So I think that'll be big for me moving forward. But right now,
Well, we'll keep everybody
New York,
We'll keep
fingers
everybody
crossed.
updated.
Yeah,
Let's go,
we'll
Big
update you
Apple.
guys.
Let's go. And I think, for me, I've been at Northwestern for almost 2 years now. And probably one of the biggest things I've noticed is just the ability that you guys have to connect with people in regards to the school, in regards to futures and outside interests and those kind of things. And the sense of community is great. And these touch points are just incredible. Not only these awards, but also the research some of our students get to do, the programs in Chicago, like Chicago, what's it called? CFS stands for.
Chicago Field Studies.
Thank you. I forgot. Yes, I just know CSF. And internships and things like these awards are just fantastic. So we wanted to check in with a few of our incredible soccer players that have done things in the past, but also have bright futures ahead of them, and figuring out where they want to go, but we know it's bright.
Yeah. And I would say, at least if you come here, don't be worried, because there's so many people trying to help you, regardless of whether you want to, like, you're actively seeking for help. Like, that's going to help you. But, like, I know some people who are really not doing anything, and we are getting the opportunities handed to us sometimes here.
Please stop helping me.
Just stop.
So many of you.
Yeah, but we're set up for success here. So I think that's something really big that people get out of their time as a Northwestern athlete. So,
Well, we need to get to the lightning round.
yep. This is lightning round. Gigi knows because she's been on the episode of Cali Girls, but she doesn't remember.
Gigi has forgotten all of her answers, so she's going to...
I'm going to ask you questions, and you got to say the first thing on your
Have you
head.
ever seen 50
your mind.
First Dates?
Is it like a one-word answer?
Yeah, it's like that. You just
Well, it can be multiple words, but like, you can be like, oh, let me think. Like, you got to be like, boom.
Shout
That's my
out
answer.
Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore.
The real heroes. Okay. So it's going to be new for Nicole and Dani. Gigi, try not to mess up because you've already done this.
50 First Dates.
50 First Dates.
You didn't see that movie?
I've seen it. Okay. Lightning round. Boom. Favorite off day activity?
Walk.
Walk.
Why didn't you guys answer fast enough?
No, we'll go like...
No, we're going to boom, boom, boom.
Oh. Is it going to start
Yeah,
with
you go.
movies?
Knew it.
Walking.
I like going on walks too.
Ha. See?
We go on walks
Okay.
together.
Boom. Favorite place in Evanston?
Stack and folded.
Good answer.
Oh my
See, like,
That came to mind.
There's no way that's... Alicia was on this. She said library. We're like, what? That is not usually like
That came to mind. That was the first thing that came to mind.
Shout out Chipotle, NIL deal for
Please give me a
Nicole.
Juliana. Actually,
I like Mench's Deli when it was a pop-up at picnics.
Oh,
It's like a bagel place.
I had
They
Chipotle
good
last
pasta.
Can you find it now, or is it
They're
just...
actually making it a store, like an actual like restaurant.
When's it? Do we know the opening date?
Spring,
Okay, spring.
and it's the best bagel.
This year, spring.
Yes, this year. Spring.
Soon.
Yes, and they have the best if you like lox. I really
Menches.
Menches,
Okay.
and they have really.
She'll tell you when it opens. Don't worry.
Yes.
Sorry,
We'll
okay.
have a mentions
What?
update.
Yeah, we'll have an update.
Gigi's favorites.
Favorite Premier League team?
Oh.
I can go Manchester United.
Manchester City.
No, I'll just go Manchester United.
That's
I'll go with
okay.
your favorite.
Oh, do you want to do a U.S. team, maybe? If you watch more, like, women's
Oh, I like the San Diego Waves.
Boom.
Really?
Ow!
Oh,
Diego
easy.
girl, hometown team.
Whatever, okay. What's your Hogwarts house?
Oh, I don't know anything.
I've never read
Are you
or
guys
watched
serious?
movies.
So 0.
Or like,
You watch those
Gryffindor.
movies?
That's
You
what
should
I
be
know.
ashamed for how many movies you
I feel
watch.
like I'd be Gryffindor or like Hufflepuff or something.
Yeah.
What am I? Can you
Slytherin.
stop
It's
that?
giving Slytherin. I think Nicole, you'd be the same. Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Slytherin. You know.
What about you?
Gryffindor. It has to be. If you were a sandwich, what kind of sandwich would you be?
Oh my god,
Oh, the Big Kahuna from Jersey Mike's.
Not because you like it. Like, think about it.
Oh,
Like, what embodies you as a person?
the Jersey Mike's Italian sandwich. Mike's way. Had banana peppers with a little bit of spice.
Oh my gosh.
These are young
Sounds about
ladies
right.
that know what they want.
I think I'd do like a lox bagel. Like I feel like that would represent.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
From Menches. Please open up soon, Menches. Gigi's hungry.
She's so hungry. So you're gonna stick?
Yeah, I'm
All right.
sticking with it.
All right. What animal would you be in another life?
A monkey.
Too easy for Nicole.
Dolphin.
Go, Gigi.
Oh, sloth.
A dolphin.
Sloth. Oh, she said that last time.
That makes sense for Gigi.
Dolphin.
I do remember that.
Okay. Mario Kart character. Who are you choosing?
Luigi.
Oh. Mario.
You definitely only knew Mario.
No, I don't. Daisy one?
Yeah.
Oh, I always choose Peach.
Well, you're Luigi.
I'm Luigi.
Yeah.
Oh,
Princess Peach is one. Princess Peach is one. Okay, so
Okay,
Luigi.
I
not
love it.
Daisy.
Yeah. Oh,
It's the only time I
wait,
want
who's
to
that like big guy?
Oh,
Wario.
no, the
Bowser.
Browser.
Yeah.
Bowser?
I choose
Browser?
Browser.
I really want to do that thing from the Kissing Booth, you know, when they like all dress up as the characters and race the cars.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Okay, moving on. What's your other calling besides soccer? And let's try not to say another sport.
Oh.
My calling.
Yeah. Like,
Oh, being a food scientist.
All right.
Come on, guys.
Soccer is my identity. Nicole literally was like, oh, this is lightning round, people.
I want to be like a travel person.
Okay.
Like
Travel
that travels
person.
and like reviews everything.
Like
Oh,
food
like a-
review?
or
And I can't say a
like,
sport.
like travel places. Places review, like
Okay.
hotel reviews, like
Oh, okay, that'd be
I
cool.
like that.
Yeah.
Danny.
Or I'd be a foodie. A food
Think of
critic.
your hobbies, Nicole.
Food critic.
No, professional
Okay.
runner.
lots of things.
Or
Food
coffee.
is a thing.
Or
I
she
love-
said, can't choose a sport.
How about is that a sport?
I would be a track star. I'd be like on
That's
the
you
Olympics.
guys see
literally a
that?
sport.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
because the
yeah.
next question is, what other sport do you think you'd be good at?
Gymnastics, that's fine.
Really?
I think I'd be really good at
You probably would
gymnastics.
be.
I played volleyball when I was younger, so that. I'd be a libero though because I don't have the height.
I'm gonna go with pickleball.
Oh.
I
Okay.
love pickleball.
Okay.
It's
I see
intense
it.
sometimes though.
Okay, if you had to eat a 10-pound sandwich in 5 minutes, who on the team would you choose to do it with you?
Oh,
Riley.
Yeah, Riley.
Really?
I would Emma.
Oh, that's a good
definitely
one.
help me
Emma would definitely eat it.
Please stop. Alicia said Meg.
Meg, that's the worst option ever.
I know. She
Meg
was
would take one
like,
bite.
but she said, you know what? She said
Meg is
it
the
would be
slowest
fun.
eater.
She said she would have a fun time with Meg.
Okay,
So
that's
take their
That's
time
true.
finishing it. And they would have
They
fun.
would not finish in time with Meg.
No. That's the last lightning round question.
Yay.
Yay.
Well, special group of people here. We want to thank them for coming by. And we're going to do updates after some of these Camilla experiences. And we'll have Dani call in from Ohio
Yep.
after
Sounds good.
July.
Let's go.
Yay.
Okay, say bye. Bye,
Thanks for
everybody.
having us.
Bye,
Thanks, guys.
listeners. See you next time.